guys, it's Bonnie from Going Logs. I'm so excited to finally make my grade 1 haul video. So here we go. If you're new to my channel, my name is Bonnie and I'm a second generation homeschooler. I was homeschooled from kindergarten all the way to grade 12. I have 3 kids myself now, grade 1, pre-kindergarten, and 0, not even 1 yet. And so I am experiencing this whole journey of homeschooling from the perspective of a student coming over to motherhood. And I have a lot of experience as someone who was homeschooled myself, but not a lot as far as in the teacher seat. So this has really been an interesting journey. And I'm so excited to share things with you. We live in the Canadian prairies. We're a farming family, a green farming family. And we just love Jesus and love schooling and love being together. And we love sharing what we do with all of you. So let's talk about academics first. I'm going to go through my curriculum and then I'm going to show you guys a little bit of the extra things that I'm going to be using and then my plan for the year. So here we go. Curriculum. I'm going to stick with ABeka Math, and I am not planning on doing ABeka forever, and I'm not doing their whole package. So let's make that clear for one thing, but I did choose to do their ABeka grade 1 arithmetic. I got it unbound because I really liked putting it on a clipboard last year instead of having a book. It was less overwhelming for my child just to hand him a few sheets. And so we're going to be doing this one this year. It's great. You could peek inside. It's beautiful. It's colorful. They go through time and money and everything like that. I also have bought a Timex child's watch for my child, and as well as I have Play Canadian money. There's US money in this book, so if you're Canadian, just be aware of that. But it's really nice to have those two things that go along with the math, that I put along with the math book, so that as we're doing our book work, we can actually apply it to real life and real play. So that's for math. For language arts, I also went with ABeka. This was such a debate. I did a whole video on a grade 1 grammar hunt, and I am totally sold on doing master books, but I like their curriculum for master books, language lessons for living education, but it starts in grade 2. They do have kindergarten grade 1 options, but I just didn't like them as much as their grade 2. So for this year, for grade 1, we're gonna stay with ABeka. And ABeka has letters and sounds, and they also have language 1. I'm hoping that 2 books won't be overwhelming, but again, I got them unbound, and my child really enjoyed ABeka last year as far as the colors and the worksheets, and he was very good. They have a really strong phonics end to their program, and I have a lot of confidence in the academic ability of this program and the attractiveness of the papers and everything like that. But I will be switching next year, I believe. But this year, we're sticking with ABeka. So ABeka Math and grammar. The other thing we're going to do with grammar, it's going to be a heavy grammar year, is we're going to stick with Brave Writer. And this is just a sheet from Rebecca at HomeschoolOn's course she did on Poppy. This year she did some courses that went along with Brave Writer that you could do. And I'm not sure what's going to happen with her in the future, but you should definitely stay tuned to her and check her out. But we are going to still follow the Brave Writer lifestyle. If you don't know what that is, look down in my videos, and I did a whole video on Brave Writer. I also have a blog post about it, so you can get started too. It's a great lifestyle of learning for language arts. As well, for spelling, I did not do ABeka spelling. Like I said, I'm not doing the kit. The books that you just saw are all I got from ABeka. But for spelling, I'm going to stick with Spelling UC. We started this book in December last year. So see, we got pages already missing. So we're going to keep going, and once this is done, we're going to move to level B. I'm liking this right now. So Spelling UC A, we're going to move to book B, hopefully before the end of grade 1. So that's that. I decided not to do writing this year. I did do the cursive writing for kindergarten from ABeka, but we're not going to do that this year just because it was a little bit too much of an argument last year with it. It was just a little bit too much rigorous work for my little guy, and I want to keep things super positive, especially for the little grades. So one way that I sort of compensated was I bought this really cool thing here. It's cursive Magnatab, and it's got all these little magnet balls, and you take this little pen, and as you write the letters, the little magnet balls come to the surface, and my kids love it. They play with it all the time. I will do a review video on this very soon. So that is kind of all I have for grammar as far as the workbooks and writing goes. Reading, the reading end of grammar, we're going to stick with Bob books. I had these last year, so once we polish these up, hopefully before Christmas, I'm going to move on to the next set. This is still from the stage 2 emerging reader set, and the developing reader will be next. It's a yellow, green, and red box. So we still have those in hand. The other sets that I love, Elephant and Piggie books. If you don't or haven't seen these and your kids haven't read these and you're struggling with your kids not liking the stories or being engaged while they're reading and motivated to read, these might be a really great option. I would say they're one up from a beginner level. There are some words that your kids might struggle with if they're beginning readers, but you could totally do them together. Even if they only do 3-letter words, this is still possible for you to read them together with them. And they're funny and they're so engaging. These are books that my child will try to struggle through all the words because he wants to read the story. The other books that I really liked, which are meant to read together with your child, are these ones also by Scholastic. Elephant and Piggie are Scholastic as well. And they're the word family readers. And they have bolded words that your children read and unbolded words that you read. So you can work together. If your child really has a struggle with working independently and needs you there, these might be a really great teen reader book. Now moving on to science. Last year what we did was topical studies. Every month or every couple months we would change our topic, and we just got tons of library resources. Now library resources are awesome. They're free for one thing, and the other thing is if you're living in the neck of the woods kind of like I am, our libraries are actually a little bit at risk right now. Our political government and town people and everything are trying to prove that people even use libraries nowadays. Otherwise, they might get shut down. So that's a really big reason to also try to resource your library, is to keep our local libraries open. So we're gonna do this again where we pick a topic and we just get everything we possibly can from the library on that topic that's age appropriate, or maybe leave it a little above age appropriate, so that we can, utilize their DVDs, audiobooks, books, teaching textbooks. Like there's so many things from the library that you can get. Some of them even have like puppets and stuff. Go to your local library and see what they have. Check it out. The librarians and stuff there can help you too. If you give them a topic, maybe they can help you pick out some resources for yourself. The other thing that we're going to do for science to start off is for topics, we're going to do the human body. And I bought this squishy human body, and it is so cool. So we're a medical family. I have one little guy who's got fragile health, got different anatomy in some places, and so it's really cool to do human body. I know that my kids are young. My oldest is in grade 1, but they're so interested in this. So we're going to be doing the human body, using the squishy human body to take him apart and see what's inside. I also got these really great models, the human lung. We deal with a lot of breathing issues, so lungs are really interesting. So this is a model that I bought. It's actually white, and we're going to paint it, we're going to make it and put it together. I got the lung, the nose and mouth, and the heart, because those are all things that are different in one of my kids. And so it's going to be really interesting to make those and to learn about them. And we're going to use them for the years to come as well. So topical studies, we're starting off probably with our human body. We're also going to be doing a lot of nature studies this year. Nature studies is not something that's been my strong suit in the past, but I got a set of Julia Rothman books and I got them coil bound. Let me show you that here. I am so beyond excited to show you the Julia Rothman collection that we got. And this came in this beautiful hard box, and it comes with these little prints that come with it, which are just gorgeous, like so many. Here. Oops, my phone's buzzing. Anyway, they're just a bunch of prints that you can frame or put up as they are. They're quite nice cardstock, so they don't even need a frame if you really want to just put them up. And it came with these three books. Now, these did not come coil bound. I just got these back from our newspaper's office because I had them coil bind them for me, which was really good. And so here's the books. We got Nature Anatomy, Farm Anatomy, and Food Anatomy. Oopsie. And the reason why I got them coil bound is because I plan on doing nature journaling with them. And when I pictured nature journaling, I pictured us maybe looking at the pictures, copying them, maybe painting our own. I pictured using these books opened. And when they're bound without this coil, they don't stay open by themselves. So the coil for me was essential. So we can have this lay flat, or even like go all the way around. You know, I got this, the coil binding that can go all the way around rather than just the, I don't know what you call the other plastic ones. Anyways, And so I just wanted a high quality binding for them that was just very usable and that would make them usable. And so I'm really super excited about using this set. I plan on using this one for more like home ec, and these will not just be for this next year, these will be for years to come that we're going to be using these. So very excited to go through them myself and with my kids. If you're looking for a planner to organize your school year next year, then I really encourage you to go to my website. It's free for anyone who subscribes to my site. It will be in your welcome email, and it is a really great task planner to help take you through the school year, or you're as a mom with all your multiple things that you have to. So we have nature studies that are going to start, especially in the fall. If you have a winter like us, you want to really focus on nature studies in that in the warm season where you can be outside. You can do a certain amount of nature studies inside too with videos and book resources as well. But ideally, you can get out the door and get into real nature to study it. The other things that I picked up for this coming year was just a little package of Brain Quest cards. My kids really, really like these. I got the kindergarten one as a gift from a friend, and my son just loved doing them in the car and whatever, so I got the grade 1 set. And I also got this. I remember this from when I was a kid. This used to be on TV, Liberty's Kids, and it is a really nice show, and it goes through history around the time of Benjamin Franklin. And so I thought this would be a really fun DVD. We're a big TV movie family. We don't actually have TV, cable, satellite. We don't even have Netflix, but we love our movies. So I got the DVDs of these, and I was so excited to get them. I got them from christianbook.com, and I'm really excited to rewatch them because I watched them as a kid with my own children. So that's basically my grade 1 haul right now. Thanks for watching what I'm going to be doing this fall, and I hope to keep you guys updated and post as much as I can this next year of how things are going, how things are working, if we find anything new and wonderful to learn from, and have a great homeschooling prep for our 2019-2020 year.